And we're now even seeing Vladimir Putin giving a boost to the troubled Huawei company in China.
That's right. Both Russia and China have reason to deepen their ties, as you just noted, because they're both in kind of having escalating tensions with the U.S. Obviously, we've been hearing a lot lately about how the U.S. and China, their trade war is not going away. There's now been tensions over technology, like with Huawei. And there's also been recently, as Bloomberg's reported, China is telling its citizens to be careful about travel even to the U.S. And there's indications that students in the U.S. from China are having trouble getting their visas renewed, many of them. So there's a lot of tensions there, and this gives an opportunity for Russia and China to strengthen their ties. And one of them is on Huawei. They've signed 30 different documents, some of them trade, some of them other kinds of agreements, but one of them increases the usage of Russia, the ties with China over Huawei and Huawei's 5G technology.
Jodi, one of the themes that have sort of broadly encompassed all of this over the past few weeks has been the potential emergence of a new Cold War, if you like. Does this sort of development really add weight to that theory?
Well, one would think. I mean, part of this is China and the U.S. Not having the same kind of trade relationship and other kinds of relationships that they have in the past. But there's Russia as well. I mean, Russia's ties with the West in general have cooled since 2014 in the Ukraine situation. So there is increasing need for Russia to have these kinds of agreements with another friendly country like China. As it is somewhat isolated in the West. And then over the issue of Syria has been another issue on which China and Russia have agreed, but Russia and other countries have not agreed with Russia's stance there.
Jodi, so we have seen Russia really try to attract Chinese investments. Give us a take of the trade relationship between these two countries.
Well, China obviously is the second biggest economy in the world. Russia's about 11th. So there is not the same kind of, opportunities that there would be between, say, China and the U.S. or China and other large economies. However, Russia is looking to China more for the kinds of technology, for instance, that it will need to develop more technology, more advanced technologies on the world stage. And so obviously that Huawei consideration, whatever that agreement ends up being on Huawei, will be very significant because obviously Huawei is under fire in the U.S. It's been blocked. The Commerce Department just came out with an initiative to block it and not to allow it to invest in U.S. companies. And there are other directives from other Western countries as well. So that is probably where we will see the most kind of advanced trade going on in the technology sphere.